Gombe State collaborates with our government and World Bank to set decades-old Balanga Dam for more productive use. And Governor Inoyahaya officially hands over Gombe multi-billion naira agro project site for commencement of work. A very good evening and welcome to the news. I am from Konali, now the news in full. Gombe State Deputy Governor Dr. Manasa Benel Jata has expressed optimism that the arrival of the Balanga Dam will transform agricultural activities and improve the livelihoods of communities in the area. Dr. Manasa Jata, who represented Governor Inoyahaya at the meeting of the Sustainable Power and Irrigation for Nigeria Spain project steering committee in Abuja, spoke with journalists shortly after the session on the collaboration between the federal government and Gombe State to put the decades-old dam into productive use. The Deputy Governor noted that the Balanga Dam, which was constructed between 1979 and 1984, had not delivered meaningful benefits to host communities since its completion. He expressed belief that the area surrounding the dam is expected to witness renewed economic activities once the SPIN program begins full implementation. The Deputy Governor added that the program would stimulate agricultural production, create employment opportunities, and encourage greater participation of local residents in farming and other related economic activities. Jata said the initiative aligns with the federal government's broader objective of improving the welfare of Nigerians. He also emphasized the commitment of the Gombe State government to collaborate closely with the federal government and development partners to ensure that the state maximizes opportunities presented by the program. According to him, the state government is prepared to provide the necessary institutional support and technical collaboration to ensure that dams and irrigation facilities across the state are effectively utilized to boost agricultural productivity and rural economic development. The Deputy Governor further explained that the partnership would enable the state to harness irrigation infrastructure such as Balanga Dam for year-round farming, agro-processing and other productive activities capable of generating income and improving food security. Meanwhile, key stakeholders at the meeting included the Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Professor Joseph Solomon Utsaf, that of Power Adebayo Adelabu, who affirmed the federal government's commitment to ensuring the successful implementation of the SPIN project. Similarly, a specialist from the World Bank also pledged continued technical and financial support to help Nigeria strengthen dam safety, modernize irrigation systems, and integrate sustainable power solutions for agricultural development. The SPIN project, supported by the World Bank, aims to promote year-round agriculture, stimulate rural economies, and enhance national food security through improved irrigation infrastructure and sustainable power integration. The Gombe State government has officially handed over the project sites of the Gombe Agro Livestock Development Zone for the construction of several major facilities aimed at boosting agricultural and commercial activities in the state. The projects include an ultra-modern abattoir, a timber market with general services, an inland dry port, an international livestock grains market with perimeter fencing, a livestock fattening center, and a poultry production hub. Selected contractors have been assigned to execute the projects with a completion time of 26 weeks, during which the site handover ceremony along Mojogo Road. Speaking during the site handover ceremony along Mojogo Road, I beg your pardon, the Commissioner for Works, Housing and Transportation, Usman Mejama Kalamu, represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Aladi Adamu, said the projects were approved by the State Executive Council at its 52nd meeting and subsequently assented to by Governor Mahmoud Inoyahaya at a cost of 52 billion naira. He noted that the governor is committed to improving the state's infrastructure and economic capacity, urging contractors to adhere strictly to project specifications and deliver quality work, stressing that the government will not tolerate substandard projects. Also speaking, the Commissioner of Agriculture, Animal Husbandry and Cooperatives, Dr. Barnabas Mali, commended the governor for his commitment to developing the livestock and agricultural sectors, noting that the project will enhance socio-economic and commercial activities in the state.
Da kuma gina waɗansu wurare inda za a tabbatar cewa an sami wuri inda za a yi babban kwata na zamani, kasuwa kuma na dabbobi wanda zai kasance na kasa da kasa. Sa'annan kuma akwai zancen wurare inda za a yi kiwon kaji, akwai kuma kasuwa na katako, akwai kuma bangare na kasuwa na hatsi, akwai kuma inda za a ita daukan amfani wato dry land port wato inda za a yi ta ɗaukan kaya na abinci da na dabbobi.
The LPS Project Coordinator in Gombe State, Usman bin Abubakar, said the initiative reflects the administration's development vision and will create employment opportunities for youth while strengthening the state's economy. In their separate remarks, representatives of the contracting firms, Dawich Zeni of Global Nigeria Construction Company, Limited, Suleiman Sanusi of Madugu Commercial Construction Company Limited, and Faladi Kaide of Make Nigeria Limited thanked the state government for the opportunity and pledged to deliver projects within the agreed time frame. The State Office of the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, has sought collaboration with the Nigeria for Women Scale-Up Program, NFWPSU, Gombe State through a courtesy visit aimed at strengthening identity registration among women across the state. The delegation was led by the Gombe State Coordinator of NIMC, Mrs. Mariam Sofi, who said the visit was part of the Commission's commitment and effort to partner with key development programs working directly with the grassroots communities. Mrs. Sofi explained that obtaining the National Identification Number, NIN, became necessary has become increasingly important for citizens to access government services, financial inclusion programs, and other social interventions. She noted that the Nigeria for Women project provides a strategic platform to reach thousands of women, particularly those in rural communities, through its women affinity groups. According to her, collaboration between NIMC and the project will help ensure that more women are captured in the National Identity Database, thereby improving their access to opportunities and government support programs. Responding, the Gombe State Project Coordinator of the Nigeria for Women Project Gombe State, Hajia Hawadi Musaraki, appreciated NIMC for seeking partnership with the project and emphasized that proper identification of women is key to the inclusion in economic and social development initiatives. She explained that the Nigeria for Women program Scale-Up focuses on empowering women through livelihood support, capacity building, and financial inclusion. She further noted that integrating name registration with the activities of women affinity groups across communities will enhance transparency, strengthen beneficiary identification, and ensure that more women benefit from government and development programs. A prominent Islamic cleric in Gombe State, Sheikh Nazir Idris, has called on Muslims to intensify acts of worship during the remaining days of the holy month of Ramadan. Speaking with our correspondent in his residence in Gombe, Sheikh Nazir Idris, who is also the chairman of Preachers Fraternity of Islam in the state, said the last 10 days of Ramadan are very significant in Islam because the days include the night of Laylatul Qadr, believed to be better than 1,000 months. He therefore urged Muslims, especially the youth, to increase prayers, recitation of the Quran, and other acts of devotion in order to benefit from the spiritual reward of the sacred period.
Kafi kuma yana yawaita yin abubuwa na alkhairi, sannan kuma yana umurtan iyalansa da jama'a gaba daya a yawaita ibada saboda a dace da wannan dare mai albarka, daren Lailatul Qadr.
The scholar also urged Muslims to be united and work for progress of the religion. Correspondent Mohammed Ibrahim Pantami reports that the scholar also charged politicians to do politics devoid of rancor for sustained development. And moving on to national issues, the House of Representatives on Wednesday amended Section 77 of the recently assented Electoral Act 2026, prescribing a 2-year jail term, a fine of 10 million naira or both, for anyone who knowingly maintains membership of 2 political parties at the same time. The lawmakers made the amendment during the committee of the whole presided over by the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Okeze Kanu. The amendment introduces 3 new clauses, 8, 9, and 10, which were adopted after a heated debate on the floor of the House. Under the new provisions, any individual found to be registered as a member of more than one political party at the same time will have such memberships declared void. Clause 8 of the amendment says that no person shall be registered as a member of more than one political party at the same time. Clause 9 further provides that where it is established that a person holds membership of more than one political party simultaneously, such dual membership shall be void, and the individual will cease to be recognized as a valid member of any political party pending regularization in accordance with the provisions of the Act and the Constitution of the affected political party. Clause 10 stipulates that any person who knowingly registers or maintains membership in more than one political party commits an offense and is liable upon conviction to a fine of 10 million naira, imprisonment for a term of 2 years or both. The Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, retired, has summoned all the service chiefs to his office for a crucial meeting over recent attacks on different military bases in the northeast. Those at the meeting, which took place at the headquarters of the Ministry of Defense, Abuja, include the Chief of Defense Staff, General Olufemi Oluyede, and the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Waide Shaibu. Others include the Chief of Air Staff, Sunday Aneki, and Air Marshal, Chief of Naval Staff, Idi Abbas, the Vice Admiral, representatives of National Intelligence Agency, among others. Daily Trust reports that no fewer than 3 commanding officers who were on the rank of Lieutenant Colonel were recently killed by terrorists in Borno. Apart from commanding officers who were killed, scores of soldiers also paid the supreme price, while hundreds of civilians who were abducted and still in captivity. Speaking before the meeting entered a closed door, Defense Minister revealed that they had agreed to review the strategies on how to with the terrorists despite how to go harder on the terrorists despite military recording some casualties. Nigeria's largest refinery, owned by Aliko Dangote, has reduced the price of petrol following a drop in global crude oil prices. The Dangote refinery on Tuesday cut its petrol gantry price by 100 naira, bringing the price down from 1,175 naira to 1,075 naira per litre. Officials of the refinery confirmed the development, saying that the decision followed a sharp fall in the global oil benchmark, Brent crude. According to reports, Brent crude dropped to about $89 per barrel after falling from more than $100 earlier in the week. The refinery also reduced the price of diesel. Diesel will now sell for 1,430 naira per litre at the gantry. This represents a reduction of 190 naira from the previous price of 1,620 naira per litre. Officials further explained that petrol supply through coastal distribution channels will sell at 1,050 naira per litre due to difference in marine transportation costs. The refinery said recent changes in fuel prices were largely influenced by the fluctuations in global crude oil prices linked partly to tensions involving the United States and Iran. And this concludes our news. Before I go, a look at some of the stories that made headlines. You heard that Gombe State has collaborated with federal government and World Bank to set decades-old Balanga Dam for more productive use. Dr. Manasa Jata, who represented Governor Inohaya at the meeting of the Sustainable Power and Irrigation for Nigeria Spring Project Steering Committee in Abuja, spoke with journalists shortly after the session on the collaboration between the federal government and Gombe State. And finally, Governor Inohaya has officially handed over Gombe multi-billion naira agro project site for commencement of work. The project includes an ultra-modern abattoir, a timber market with general services, an inland dry port, an international livestock and grains market with perimeter fencing, a livestock fattening center, and a poultry production hub. Selected contractors have been assigned to execute the project within the completion timeline of 56 weeks. That's been the news, and thanks for watching.